Hello again guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you a lot of combos with Shao Kahn, but before that I would like to apologize that my previous video with Kitana turned out to be a little bit misleading, and that wasn't really my fault, but it's just that NRS decided to nerf the character on day one, so some of the combos are no longer possible. But as soon as I'm able to get back to Kitana, I will show you some other combos with her. Okay, so now we have Shao Kahn, which is a pretty like rush down character with a lot of range and a lot of damage. I'm using only the tournament variations. He has a back forward 3 shoulder charge, which has an enhanced version that leads to a juggles in the air, and he can drag the opponent to the corner pretty easily. Also in his second variation he has this special move which gives you a launcher whenever the Dark Priest, this priest that appears behind Shao Kahn, whenever this Dark Priest is active, that means that Shao Kahn has a damage buff and he can do a crushing blow with a launcher, and he can combine 2 crushing blows for a lot of over 40% damage. Okay, this is forward 2-1 into a shoulder charge launcher, and then additional follow-ups when the opponent is in the corner. If you're not sure in your corner follow-ups, just do a regular like uppercut and you can still do a lot of damage. Okay, he has a 1-4 string that can be comboed into his overhead hammer, and this hammer turns into a natural launcher in the corner. Okay, and that way you can do additional free follow-ups without any without the need of any meter. And here how they look like. Okay, 1-4 hammer, and then you can do combos with the shoulder charge and additional follow-ups or even more damage. I'm only once again I'm only using his tournament variation. In his first tournament variation he has the buff to himself and the debuff to the opponent's damage. Okay, next up we have a couple of combos from back 3, which is another natural launcher for Shao Kahn. You can do forward 2-1 into a shoulder charge after that. Okay, and I also want to show you a couple of 2-hit strings that will give you spear count. Okay, if you land the spear projectile back forward 3 times, you get access to the 1-2 1+3 crushing blow, so it's good to have a couple of like these 2-hit combos that stack up your spear count. Okay, so here's just a random deep jump punch combo, and now it's time to talk briefly about the 2-3 string that gives you a natural launcher. Okay, it's very important because that way you can like prevent opponents breakaway and do some guaranteed damage. Forward 2-1 into a shoulder charge is a very good 2-hit string. It takes the same amount of damage as 2-3, but it obviously brings the opponent closer to the corner much easier. So you have to choose between the 2 strings depending on the situation. Okay, next up is some anti-air back 3 combos. If you pop up the opponent in the air like that, you can do the follow-ups more easily like this, and it's a good idea to once in a while just stick up some back 3, and if you land air-to-air attacks, you can do pretty much the same follow-ups. Please remember that the shoulder charge gives you a launcher that but it takes a bar, and you have to like be wise whenever you have to use it or not in order to like have the meter advantage in a match. Okay, in the next part I'm not going to show combos, I'm going to just briefly talk about why I personally think that in my humble opinion his first variation is better. You have back down 4, which is a low attack with the hammer, and that way you can combine the strings with the low attack of the hammer and with the overhead with the down back 4, and you can mix up overheads with the lows like that, although there are a lot of visual cues in my opinion for the overhead hammer, and good players will be able to react to that, but it's still good to have this option for mix-ups. I still don't know how safe these options are, but overall this is why I think that his first variation combined with the buffs and the debuffs of course is better than his second variation. Okay, you can also do like this, like down punch into a low attack or into an overhead, and this is his forward 2-4 string, which again gives you a mix-up between overhead and low, okay, as I just showed you. Now it's time for the cool stuff, that means combos from a uppercut crushing blow. You can land a fatal blow directly, and if the opponent tries to break away, he's still going to lose his meter and eat the damage from the fatal blow, which is always a good thing to be able to do to the opponent. This is again his 2-3 strings, which put the opponent airborne, and you can do the anti-air grab, or if he tries to, if you sense that he's going to try and break away, you can once again land the fatal blow, which will make him lose his resources and still eat a lot of damage. Now into the more complicated stuff. Flawless guard into a up 2 uppercut, okay? Please remember that the uppercut in this situation takes 1 defensive and 1 offensive meter out of your bars, and you can still do follow-ups that are kind of similar to the follow-ups from the crushing blow uppercut, and like it's worth trying to do flawless guard every once in a while. I think the flawless guard here is kind of hard in this game. I'm slowly starting to get better with this, but I still wouldn't try it every single time in every single situation. Okay, this is what you see here is in my opinion one of the most difficult combos. It's very hard to land 1-2 into 1+3 string in the corner, but if you're able to do that consistently, you're going to like be able to do almost 50% damage. Okay, now at last I'm going to show you some interactable combos. This area is very cool. This is the area with Cyrax and Sector. You have a couple of grenades here in the right side corner, which gives you launchers and stuns and stuff like that. The first one is a smoke, and you can use that to launch the opponent like upwards. But the third grenade can be used in order to switch positions in the corner like that and do combos in the corner yourself, and that is obviously a very big advantage here if you are able to land this. I had a lot of fun trying to find out combos from this situation, but like recreating the whole setup with the third grenade was kind of tedious, to be honest. Okay, this is all that I have for Shao Kahn so far, guys. Thanks for watching. Once again, I want to repeat that I'm going to make another video showcasing Kitana combos after her unfortunate nerfs. And thanks a lot for all the comments and opinions that you share with me in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next MK11 video.